Hey y'all, it's Aaliyah and Mala.
And this is Two Girls, One Branch. Two sisters with one chaotic podcast.
That's what it is. That's what it is. I'm driving. I'm like amping myself up. It's early, y'all, but we're here.
I'm trying to amp myself up.
Hey, as we get into it, I'm sure we'll loosen up a little bit. But yeah, it's an early morning for us today, but we're pushing it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went to bed early yesterday.
I know. I was knocked out. That sleepy time tea, y'all. I'll have to put y'all on. Maybe I'll do a little TikTok about my tea.
I woke up at like 3 o'clock in the morning.
To do what?
I woke up. Like, we went to sleep at like 7:30.
Not to do what?
8 o'clock. So I woke up at 3.
And then what'd you do? I guess that was my question.
I watched TV until about 5:30. Then I went back to sleep.
Baby, let me tell you something. When I opened my eyes this morning, I was scared. That's how deep of a sleep I was in last night. It was one of those, it wasn't super bright by the time I woke up. So I was just like resurrected.
Yeah.
You know, when I woke up, I feel so rested, so excited to renovated. Bringing it back. We're going to say renovated in every episode of 2024.
Yep.
Yeah, it is 2024. Whoa, that sounded so weird to say out loud. This year, I've been out of high school for 10 years. And that sounds not real. Time is not real.
Yeah, you old. We get it. Yeah.
Okay, we're not gonna harp too much on that. Stop looking at yourself in the camera. We got this new like setup here where we can see ourselves, and I guarantee you 90% of the episode Mila's gonna be looking down at it.
I mean, I usually look off anyways because I don't like just looking in the camera because that's weird.
Yeah,
so
we should have put it behind the camera.
Yes, we should have put it behind the camera.
Yeah, but that's a problem for next week.
Look out this window.
Oh, we'll continue.
I'll start. It's too early.
Anyway, but how's your week been so far?
It's been okay.
Yeah.
Working per usual.
Getting
started
to the money.
School. So
yeah, Mila's in school again. She's a student. She's a scholar.
Unfortunately, I'm trying to get some more money, so
really?
I had to go back to school.
Really? How many of the girls are really in school for passion?
Exactly.
We're trying to get to the money.
Move up the ladder.
I'm trying to climb.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, but I'm trying to clock out. 9 to 5 life.
I'm trying to not work anymore, and
Period.
it's kind of weird because I want a degree, but I don't want to work. Like the first chance I have not to work, I'm not working.
Oh my goodness! As soon as I feel as though I don't
have
to punch the clock.
Are you kidding me? Which is kind of, but
it's kind of what,
like a waste of time and money and
what, going to school because even though you don't want to work.
Yeah,
everybody does that. Nobody wants to work,
but still,
like really, nobody wants to work.
I know, but I'm just saying, you never know. So I would hate if I put in the time and then got to the point and I don't have to work no more.
Hey, you know, when the podcast pop off.
Yeah, when the podcast pop off.
Yeah.
Or
can you imagine? And then we were like, let's quit our job.
Are you kidding?
We make a whole podcast about what it was like to quit working.
If it didn't pop off and I like just randomly
came into some money,
had the opportunity to quit. Are you kidding me?
Oh my God. What if, what's the Mega Million? Google what's the Mega Million?
Probably like guess.
If I had to guess, like Powerball and all.
I'm going to say 864.
God damn. I don't know. Say like 200, 300. I don't know. Because wasn't it pushing $1 billion one time? Maybe I'm thinking too small. Got to think big, bitch. Google. How much is Mega Million? We need to get an Alexa in here. No.
That thing be talking.
Okay, that's why I was like, nah, listening to us. Oh, well.
165.
Okay. What would be the first thing you did if you won the lottery?
First things first, pay off my mama's debt, my debt, your debt, everybody's debt. Buy a house somewhere. I'm going to buy a house.
Yeah.
I'm going to move.
Where?
I don't know. Somewhere
just away.
Somewhere in Georgia. I don't think I can never leave Georgia.
I don't see myself really leaving Georgia
I'm
either.
rooting. And like the other states I want to live in, like Texas, Florida, they laws are
politically, I do not align.
Political wise, I cannot live in Texas or Florida.
So I might as well stay here.
Yeah, so I gotta stay in Georgia. I don't want to go to California. So
yeah, I love California. I
couldn't live in California.
I could not live there. No, I think the first thing I would do, same if I hit the lottery, I would pay off all of our debt. Because like goal in life is to be just like zero. Yeah. Start from here. So that would be nice. Thanks, student loans.
Okay.
And then just fuck it, we ball.
I'll buy my mama a car first. I'll be like, go get you that.
Go get what you want.
What you think she would get? That's
I don't know. She talks about mama likes luxury like SUV type cars, so she would get like.
I think she would get a nice Suburb.
I think a Suburb is too big. I don't know. She would get like an Audi. Period. SUV, that Mercedes. SUV type beat. She likes that. Though. Yeah.
The family car.
Not the family car. You think if I hit the Mega Million that I'm gonna still live with y'all?
No, I'm just saying.
So why we need a family car?
Mama would need one. Cause like when
for her and the dogs,
kids and stuff like that.
Oh, I be forgetting about that part of life.
That's what I'm saying. Like everybody gonna get 2 cars at least.
In my world where money doesn't exist, I have my, like you said, mom car, like an SUV. Yeah. I don't care if I'm rich or not. I'm gonna have a Tahoe.
Tahoe. That's
a Tahoe.
A black Tahoe.
I will have a Tahoe. I don't know why. That just feels like my final evolution of myself is being a soccer mom with a Tahoe.
I would get a Tahoe or a Cadillac. I love them Cadillacs.
And when I think of a Cadillac, I think of being a grandmother.
No, girl. Them new Cadillacs. So
no, I mean like I want to be a grandmother with the new Cadillac SUV.
So weird.
That's what I'm saying. I've been saying that for years. Manifest. You'll see it. We'll all see it.
Okay.
But I would have one of those. I would have some kind of car that like top came off, like a big Bronco or Jeep. Like so I could drive it on the weekends and in the summer. And then I would just want to have a truck.
Yeah.
Just like with a bed, like a big jacked. Just because you never know when you have to move things, and I hate having to find people with trucks, so why not have a truck? I don't know who's gonna drive it, but I have one.
My car, I hate to say this, but it would be a Jeep. I would get like a
as your primary form of Jeep. Transportation,
and get it
soft top.
Hell no, I do not like soft top Jeeps. And when it rains and stuff, you do not want a soft top. Even though it's harder to take off the hard tops, I would risk it because I'm not going to take it off that much.
Yeah, no. And, that's why I didn't get a removable top on my car because I was like, who's going to take this off and put it on? Not me.
And we are terrified of frogs.
And baby, let me tell you something. If I put my hand on one of them little flaps.
The first time a frog get in my car, that's the last time y'all going to see me because I'm going to be in the ditch.
Bro. One time we were driving to the beach. Remember?
We were about to leave.
And there was a frog inside of the car. We were delayed a good 45 minutes before we went to the beach because I wasn't going to get it out. Mala wasn't going to get it out. We called our cousins. We called our uncles. Everybody was busy. Mama had to get off of work. And she's also afraid of frogs. It was just her or nothing. Or we were not going. We dead ass looked at each other and we were like,
we need to go get mama car.
I'm not getting in this car. We have to take another vehicle. Yeah. Exactly. No. To the frogs. We just got so far off of the lottery topic. That's funny. Talking about frogs. But yeah, frogs are a no-go. But after vehicles, that was all your vehicles?
Vehicles, I'm going to get a Jeep. I'm going to get a Tahoe type situation. I'm going to have to get a convertible, like a 2-door, like a, something like a BMW, like them old classic BMWs. I've always wanted.
You always say that. You always say you want Mercedes, like a classic car.
Yeah, like an old car.
Why? What about it? Not like why. I get the appeal, but
just riding around in like an old classic car around here
on a Sunday.
Like just imagine in Colquitt with a top down.
Yeah.
That'd be fun.
That'd really be it.
Yeah.
People would be like, oh, there they go. Oh, it can't be a 2-door because the dogs can't fit.
Yeah, it's just two doors. It's seats in the back.
I mean, you know what I mean.
Convertible.
No, where there is no back seat. Like some of them cars just.
Oh no, I would have a back seat.
Okay. Yes. Great. Because then the dogs could ride. But they would jump out. You think they would jump out?
No.
I don't know. Bo's a little crazy.
Bo used to ride the
He
golf
would
cart.
scratch up that car so bad.
No, he wouldn't.
If you know Bo, you know.
He wouldn't.
Okay, after vehicles, what would you?
I would get a boat. That'd probably be one of the first vehicles I
think
bought.
after I paid off my debt and got a cars. Well, I don't know. I would just buy one car to begin with. I would grow into the other ones because I think when people get super hot take, don't get. I hate when people get like really rich and then they just blow it. Money. Yeah, and it's like, why do you need 6-7 cars?
Yeah,
you don't even drive every day.
I'm gonna just get my dream car first.
Yeah. I just a boat. So basically, 2 vehicles. I don't know. Boats are fucking expensive.
I'm gonna have the money to get it.
True. Period.
Anyway, cause I love a boat.
I know. We haven't been. When we were growing up, everybody had a boat. Mila's best friend had a boat. My best friend had a boat. Their best friends and best friends and best friends had boats. But let me tell you something about the economy. I think that's what breaks my heart the most. People had to sell their boats because they couldn't afford it. And what about the people like me?
Okay, that didn't have a boat.
That didn't have a boat to begin with. And you were my life.
And I think the maintenance too. It probably ain't even the cost, but the maintenance of a boat. And I'm sure you get tired when you have a boat. I'm sure you get tired of actually being on the boat
and being the person with the boat. I don't know if you have the money to go get a boat. You love boats, so you won't get tired of having boats on the weekend.
If I had the money to get a boat, I would buy a boat and go buy a spot and have it docked and just dock it. Yeah. So I can just back in, back out.
Get in the car and go home.
Yeah.
That I think.
And you could just sit there. You don't even have to drive. You on the boat.
You just want to wade in the
water.
I just
want to sit and drink on the boat all day. That's it. That's all I want to do.
I'm screaming. I think I've been saying this for years. I think I'm going to retire at the lake. Like, I love the beach. I do. But it's something about being able, like, when we go to cabins and stuff and, like, go to the lake and you wake up and you just look out at the water. Yeah. That's all I want.
I would never retire at the beach because of hurricanes and stuff. And the weather and
I'm sure the insurance is.
I'm gonna have a beach house and a lake house, so it don't matter.
What, you gonna get a timeshare?
I'm gonna just buy a house.
Well, obviously, I was just picking at you. Silly, calm down.
Yeah. Would you be bi-coastal if you got
if I had the money and the time to be bi-coastal?
You rent like an apartment in California.
Yeah, I wouldn't buy a house. I would rent an apartment.
House, but I rent.
Yeah, just something because that flight is so long to get over there, and the time difference is a lot. Like, I would love to go. I would go more than I would think I would go, but I wouldn't be there all the time, so I wouldn't buy a house.
If it wasn't problematic, I would retire in Hawaii.
I knew you were about to say that.
I would move to Hawaii. I want to live in Hawaii.
I want to go to Hawaii so bad, but then people keep telling us to get off their land.
Okay.
And so I just I really in the pits of my stomach don't think I could really, really go and have a good time because I would always be like, they're watching me. They don't want me here. And I respect that them people are like, get off our land.
Yeah, I respect them enough not to go over there. So,
but I want to so bad. I want to so bad.
I want to so bad.
Somebody somebody that live there invite me.
If somebody tried to cancel me for going to Hawaii, but still listen to the folks' music that go over there every weekend, and the people that actually have houses over there, then we're gonna have a problem. Right. If you see me in Hawaii, you better not say nothing to me.
That is so true. Out of all the things we could get canceled.
Okay.
And other people should be canceled over. If we go to Hawaii, say something.
I wish somebody would say something to me. Do not say nothing to me because you will get your feelings hurt.
Period. Because there are probably people over there right now
that you listen to their music right now. So
I'm talking about maybe even listening. You've been.
Okay. You've been. So
I
don't respect them folks, but I'm gonna have to go at least
I would go over there and know how to act for sure.
Yeah, I would.
And not disrespecting their stuff.
I'm gonna have to go at least once. I'm so sorry. I
know. And I'm gonna need to go for like a week.
And if I got the money to go, I'm gonna go.
Valid. Now, would you have an apartment in New York if you had the money?
Heck no.
I didn't think you would. I would.
If I lived in Georgia, that flight only an hour.
I don't know, but it's something about, like, I've never been to New York, which is crazy.
Yeah.
I just don't ever really, really think about going. But I think to have an apartment there, to just go, like, hop around the biddy.
But I feel like you can just get an Airbnb for a while.
Yeah,
and
like
be
a
satisfied.
little long-term Airbnb or something. I could never move to New York because of Noodle, specifically.
And the rats.
Well, and
And the cockroaches.
I'm sorry. Never mind. I'm not gonna say that about you New Yorkers, but like,
Y'all
that's
be
just
they
dirty.
be having rats. Like,
'cause
even on the
it's dirty,
streets.
and that just makes me think you're dirty.
I think
You
it's
live in
just-
cohesion with rodents.
I think it's just New York.
Yeah, they really can't escape.
They
it.
can't.
The rats
help
are
that.
running that city.
Yeah, they clean.
They have full initiatives
yeah,
to push the rats out.
that's crazy. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. And
No.
I just like, I feel like it stinks. It has to stink.
Probably.
It has to stink.
Probably.
It
I
smells
don't know.
like piss,
It probably
I'm sure.
does, but
We've been somewhere that stinks and smells like piss. It's a very nice city. Great food. Great food.
I love that place. I would
But she
live
stank.
at that place if I could.
That place. I ain't even gonna talk. I ain't even gonna say it because
They
I
know what
love
I'm
it, and I'm gonna
talking
go.
about.
They know what we're talking about. The food is great. But yeah, New York
Yeah.
rats. I'm out. And living like this
Too
in a
close.
box. Let me
Too
tell you something. We
close.
live on almost 2 acres of land. In no way would I ever go from this.
That's what I'm saying.
To
That's
that,
why
no.
I don't think I could ever leave Georgia because
I love having a
where-
yard.
Yeah, I like having a yard. And where
Mhm.
else would you have that at a cheap price?
Right.
Texas.
Texas.
But I'm not going to Texas.
Yeah, but I love it. We should go visit.
I want to go visit.
What
but
part do you want to go to?
Houston.
Houston. Yeah. Houston has good food too.
Houston.
I've only ever been to Dallas. I kind of want to go to Austin. I think if I went to Texas, I
I
would
wanna go
just
to
want to
all
go
of 'em.
around. Yeah.
Yeah.
It would have to be a long trip to like
Yeah.
hit them all. I don't even know what's the word?
Geographically.
Geographically. I was going to say geographically. And I was
Ooh.
like, that sounds not right in my head.
Right.
The coffee's got me a little jittery, but like I don't even know where those are. Geography is not my thing.
Mine either.
Oh
We
my
ain't
God.
even gonna talk about school for real, cause
I mean,
geography I do like when we had to learn all the states in 8th grade. That was so hard.
do you think you could look at a map
And,
now
like-
and point out the states? How many states do you think you could name on a map? We should record that.
How it's 50? I would say by. I'm gonna say 15 just to be safe.
You think you can name 15? I think I could name
20? I'm gonna say 20.
I don't really know.
It's hard.
Outside of like the southeast
It's hard. That's
I
what
don't know
I'm saying.
what to
I was
tell
like
you.
trying to count like.
and the northeast, baby, all them little ass states, I can't even
and they
see
all
them.
look the same. That's why I'm like in 8th grade we had one of the tests was writing the names on each state.
Yeah, no, I don't remember that.
Exactly.
That's crazy. And I remember everything. You remember nothing.
Maybe it went.
I guess
8th
that
grade.
stuck with you. You know, that just makes me think about something that I saw on TikTok. And I thought about this because I realized somebody was doing it subconsciously the other day. When you think of the months of the year, how do you see that?
January.
I know, but like physically, how was
A
it?
list.
Like top to bottom? Me too. And I recognize this
Not
because
like
somebody was like, yeah, from January to December. And I was like, yeah. Some
not
people see it
January.
like this.
Like
And
the
then I saw on
calendar.
a TikTok, some people see time in a circle.
They lying.
I don't get that.
They
Yeah, I
lying.
was wondering if you heard
Don't
of that.
nobody see no. If you look at the months and go from January to December,
Yeah, that's why I'm like, okay, if you see time like this,
go
say
get
something.
help.
Put it in the comments. Not go get
Seek
help. I'm
help
trying to
fast.
see where the people are coming from.
No, because
Okay, if you're a list girl, let us know, like up, down,
I'm a
or
list
left,
girl.
right, or whatever the hell y'all want to
A
call
clock.
this. Yeah, I don't get that.
That's-
And they're like, you see it in points in the circle. I'm like, what? Is
Girl,
this
get out
astrology?
my face.
I mean,
people lie so bad. They be
People lie
trying
so
to
bad.
do too much.
people just want to be a part of something.
Okay, they want to be the first to do something. That's why they.
But what if it's a real thing, Malice?
It's not.
You'll never believe if somebody came up to you and like truly broke it down.
No.
You don't think you could see? I think I could not be persuaded to see it differently.
I get it, But be for real.
Yeah, because naturally, I just see it as like in elementary school, they will always be on the wall like that.
Like, I understand if you just got big brain and like, time.
If you just got big brain.
But
yeah,
when you think of months, you don't sit there and go around in a circle. In time.
I'm interested. Let us know.
I'm interested too, but it's going to have to take a lot of convincing.
Well, what about the people that associate things with color? Have you ever heard of that?
I think so.
There's a word for it. Like, people just associate feelings, emotions.
Oh, yeah.
All of that with like specific, like it's just a natural thing. Because I saw this woman once categorize her kids in color tones. She was like, you're a jewel tone color because blah, 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 blah. You're a primary color because blah, 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 blah. And I was like, I've never thought about that. And that's just natural for some people. I wish I knew the word for that. I'm going to have to look it up. I don't know how. I just associate that. I'm good with numbers. I will say that. Like, I remember like my driver's license number, social security number, all of my card numbers, all of that. And I feel like I do assign things to numbers. So I don't know what's that called. Do you think you sort things like that in your mind?
No. I don't. Everything's just what it is. I'm a realist. And
yeah,
Leah
you are a realist. Idealist. Yeah, I'm very
realist. Yeah, she's
whimsical
real
with it.
About
life. I mean, and it's crazy that I am. Think about it. It's crazy after everything life has dealt us.
Yeah, but
I don't know. I'm just always just not gonna harp on the negative. I'm not gonna like. I'm always going to meet people at face value, give you the positive. You have to do me dirty to see you as a bad person.
I am too, but at the end of the day, it is what it is.
You also have a good, what's the word? Like a good intuition. Like you read people very well, but I feel like I go into most situations just trying to see the good in everybody, just naturally. And because I'm just an assertive talker, you come into a room and your first instinct is to assess.
Yeah.
I'm just vibing.
And I like growing up and Leah's like friendships and stuff, I'd be like, she'll say something, I'll be like, girl, be for real.
Oh my goodness.
That is not your friend.
There are there's a handful of my friends that I think Mala did not like. For a while. Probably in the past couple of years until we grew up.
Until y'all grew up.
Yeah, Mala hated immature.
I don't like childish situations.
And that's crazy because you're 5 years younger than me.
I know, but you too grown to be doing some stuff. Some people be too grown to be doing some stuff.
But I feel like always I've been super playful just in life. And then especially I think of going to college and like really meeting people I connect with.
Yeah.
And they're also super playful and childish. I think we were just, and still to this day, are a lot. I think all of my friends have one thing in common, and that's just we are.
Yeah, they yaps.
Yeah, if you're not a yapper, you have to be a listener because, like, or just leave the conversation.
If you in a room with Aaliyah Branch and Paige and Summer, you ain't gotta say not one word.
You really don't.
Because they gonna sit there and talk to each other the whole time. It don't matter what nobody else say. They gonna talk to each other.
Because really, we just came to hang out with each other. Yeah. Can you imagine being in a room with them and not sitting and keying with them? Like, what? That's crazy. They're my girls. That's the throuple. Love those girls. But yeah, I feel like because I'm such a people person, a community person, and I really value the who in my life. Like that's just, I don't know. I think I'm always just interested in who the next person is. So I go into things very looking for a new friend. I'm always looking for a new friend. I'm always open. Yeah. I don't meet a stranger, but I also hate people. It's such a interesting balance because
no, you don't.
Hey, I hate people in the sense I hate people who are disrespectful.
Of course.
Like, my biggest pet peeve in life is what? People who don't respect personal space.
Coming from a person that does not respect personal space, by the way.
I don't respect your personal space. Because you're my sister. There is no such thing as personal space. You don't have personal space from me. Mama doesn't have personal space from me.
Not with my mama.
No. Every time she's in the room, I'm like, hold my hand. give me a hug. You don't hug me enough.
Yeah.
But what I'm talking about is like when you're out and people don't say excuse me, or like people bump into you, or when you are walking somewhere and people see you and you're walking like this and they expect you to move. Oh no, baby, we're gonna knock each other's shoulders off. Absolutely. And that just makes my blood boil. Every true physical altercation or argument I've gotten in has stemmed from somebody invading my personal space. I almost got kicked out of that concert for trying to fight that girl. I was. She called my friend a bitch, and I ain't like that. And we were going back and forth because she would not move. And when she called my friend a bitch, I jacked her up. And Mila said, Leah, the concert just started.
No, this is what
I said. If they
want to
fight, we be fighting.
I wasn't talking to Leah. I was talking to the girl because she was just.
She was. And I had her like this.
I was like, listen, if you really wanted to fight, let's go outside. I'm not finna miss this concert and get kicked out for you.
I can't be banned.
If you want to fight, we can go outside. But if you ain't gonna do nothing, just sit down and eat your food.
Sit there and eat your food.
And I was looking dead in her eyes. I was like, girl, you not finna do nothing. So just turn around. Because if you really wanted to, we can go do it. And it'd be dealt with quickly.
And your friends don't even have your back. Because as soon as we start going off on her, they turned around.
And I'm not finna let you fight my sister. First off, because it's the first time you put your hands on her, we jumping you. And that's just it.
We jump.
I don't care. Jumping,
I don't care.
I
2-on-1 tag team. We will jump you. Yeah, see? That's how quickly I just go from 0 to 100. But as soon as she turned around and shut the hell up, I had a great time.
Yeah. If I went there, Leah would have been in jail.
There's a few people who've seen me physically.
You won't never see that with me. I promise.
I dread the day I see. I think the only things that could get you that angry is if someone was truly disrespectful to mama or me.
Yeah.
Or somebody was like, your dad, blah, blah, blah. You know?
Yeah, if somebody was talking mess about our family, that would make me mad.
That's it.
That would make me fight.
That ain't it for me. I think just about anything could push me over the edge. I don't know. I say all the time, people should be very glad that I choose to be a happy, positive person. Because I do think I have the innards to really hurt some of y'all's feelings.
She has, you do to her.
I think I can be a bit of a bitch.
You could do that to other people. But
I could never do that to you.
When you say stuff like that, you just look like a little chihuahua just... That's why I always be laughing. Just be like, girl.
Just like in a cage.
I'm like, you not finna do nothing. But she would.
But they would. Chihuahuas are fierce. Let them out the cage. Let them out the cage. No, I don't know. And you would be like I wouldn't even call you a pit bull. I don't like when people make pit bulls out to be super aggressive anyways, because every pit bull I've ever met is a titty baby.
Yeah, I love a pit bull.
I love a pitty. I don't know how to describe you as a dog. I wouldn't call myself a chihuahua, but I get why you say that. You are the kind of person I feel like one day when and if you ever flip a switch, it's going to be like blind rage.
It's going to be bad.
You would be a crier. I think you would start crying out of anger.
Yeah. I would.
I'm going to cry regardless.
Yeah, I would. I just... I would never let myself get to that point.
You really won't.
No, because don't nobody deserve that kind of energy.
You're very self-restrained.
Yeah.
I'm not.
That takes too much energy.
So if you see us out in public...
my aura always gonna be a bright color.
I mean, my aura is a bright color.
I know, but
my aura is a rainbow, baby.
I'm not finna put on my hands on somebody though.
Yeah, no, I don't want to, and I rarely have
either. And I don't want to get to the point that I feel like I have to. I feel like
it is a nasty feeling.
Yeah, that'll just tarnish my soul, and I don't want that.
Yeah, that one time I actually had to hit that girl. I was like, I should have done that.
No, but you should never have to hit nobody. Especially if they don't put hands on you first.
You know what I think it is? It's not that I necessarily want to hit people. I think it's the reality TV in me.
Yes,
I want to throw a drink.
You like the drama.
I want to stand up and throw a napkin in your face.
That's so nasty.
I'm dramatic. Yeah, I want to get nasty without getting physical. But if you want to get physical, I will go there.
Yeah, and I feel like people can talk mess, but if you the one to throw the first punch... You started it.
Yeah.
You started it. you don't ever have to put your hands on nobody.
And see, and I think for me, it's like you could, any physical contact makes me feel like you touched me. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, one time, literally in college, a girl bum rushed me, walking behind me and almost pushed me down to the ground. I won't tell you what I did, but I was like, you didn't care about my personal space. And
was
like,
she drunk?
Yeah, but I don't care. So was I. I don't care. But in that instance, you put your hands on me, there has to be physical reciprocation for me personally. I'm growing though. I don't think I would do that now. Like, you remember last week, this wasn't a physical altercation, but this is a sign of my growth. When we were at that restaurant and I asked a lady, I had some gumbo and I wanted to put it in a little bowl and they only brought us plates. And I stopped the woman because I hadn't seen our server in a while. And I was like, hey, is there any way I could get like a little styrofoam bowl to put this in? And what she said, she looked at me and she said, oh, ask your server. She'll get you a good one. And I was like, a good one? I was like, you just didn't want to help me. And me 2 or 3 years ago, I would have cussed that lady out. But in growth, we all laughed in her face. Yeah. I was like, that was so nasty and so rude that I have no choice but to laugh in your face and make you feel stupid. And she just walked off.
In the place that we were and where we live,
y'all, we were in the middle of Alabama.
Yeah. So when stuff like that happened, I just be like, man, whatever. I mean, we can't really say nothing about that.
Yeah,
Look at that big squirrel. Anyway, that was a big old squirrel.
But yeah, that's just life in the South. Unfortunately, like,
just used
like,
to it.
Exactly. That's what I didn't want to say we're used to it, but you kind of are. You kind of have to pick and choose your battles, but at the same time, I like the battle. So
you like the battle, but my thing is, I don't want to be here long. I don't want to live here forever, so I don't really care.
You don't really care. Yeah, I don't really see myself getting into like a true physical altercation or argument with anybody who lives in this town.
No, unless they say something about my mama. And then I'm going to have to...
That's the only thing. Or my grandma.
Or my grandma, yeah.
Period.
Or my family, period. I just don't... I know us, and I know we are good people, so if somebody just out the blue just start talking bad about our family, we would have to fight.
Girl, can you imagine somebody called you and was like, yeah, I heard these people talking about your mama at the grocery store. What you got to say about my mama?
I would put my shoes on so fast and go run them folks over. And don't care. And don't care, because, I mean... I don't know, y'all. I take pride in my last name. Like, I take pride in my name.
Hot take. I don't think I'm going to change my last name when I get married. I would prefer not to.
I'm keep my last name. So, I just...
So don't talk about it. Exactly.
Yeah, don't talk about our family like you know us. Because don't nobody know us but the people who live here. And that's how I'm going to keep
And
that.
I wouldn't even say that the people who live here truly, truly know us. I think that's the craziest...
in this house.
Oh, okay. I thought you were talking about...
No, not in Colquitt. The only people that can talk about our family is our family.
100%. Yeah, the people that live at this address.
People in Colquitt, you do not know the branches like you think you know the branches.
That really is the craziest part about growing up in a small town. And I moved away for almost 10 years. Coming back here, people still treat me like I'm 17. And I'm like, I'm a grown-ass woman. Let's talk about it. We
are not the same people we were in high school.
Remember that when you see me in the grocery store. Please address me accordingly.
People don't talk to me in the grocery store, and I appreciate y'all so much for that. I love y'all for that.
Don't talk to me. Yeah. And I think my face says, oh, let me tell this girl all of my problems and all of my problems with everything. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't really care how it feels. I don't know. But it also, again, I'm a talker. So somebody strikes up a conversation, I'm going to keep it going as well. But, yeah, like, people still ask me, like, oh, you graduated college yet? And I'm like...
She is 30.
Stop saying that. I am not 30.
She is 30.
I will be proud to be 30. I can't wait to be 30, but I'm not 30. I'm in that in-between, which is kind of lame, but...
I'm ready to be 30.
Shut up, Molly. You got, like, another decade to go. I mean, yeah, something about 30 just sounds so, like,
I'm
girl.
kind of ready to get older. Like... Yeah. Getting older is a sign of you living. So,
she's a poet.
I mean, hey, that is what it is. People always be like, oh, they 40, they too old to be doing that. I'm like,
I just feel
it's
like
a
life
good
gets
thing to
better
be
and better
old.
as you get older.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
And I just
older. It's a good thing to be older.
and
Because
to
most
grow
people,
old.
most people ain't made it to our ages. So,
Right. And think of everything you've done so far.
yeah.
That's
so
crazy.
Getting older is a good thing.
It doesn't seem like that much time is going by. So like 20 years could fly by.
Yeah.
Again. Ooh, I'll be 48.
You'll be 48, though.
Damn near 50.
Hey.
We'll be doing the podcast talking about turning.
No, we won't
We
be
will
doing
not
no
be doing the
podcast.
podcast in no 20 damn years. But we'll be doing something. You never
Okay.
know.
Never know.
Where we'll be in 20 years.
Still doing.
I think even if we're not even doing like a full podcast, I would still record with you like this because partly this is just like a personal archive.
Separate stuff by then, probably.
Yeah. You want to separate already? This is only the 5th episode and you talking about leaving me?
Listen, I
Oh
just
my
think we give
God.
out 2 different types of content.
I mean, yeah, because we're 2 different people.
So yeah, after a few,
We're 2 girls, 1 branch.
yeah,
Yeah.
Durr.
For sure.
But like, yeah, if we really popped off for real,
Mhm.
I don't think we won't be doing.
We
this
wouldn't
forever.
be doing the same thing. I think in the
No.
long run, we would have different goals for sure.
Mhm.
This is a platform.
It's a platform.
This is stepping stone.
yeah.
And for you girls that are watching, not engaging,
You know what?
mm,
I'm not gonna
hot
say
take.
nothing else anymore.
Yeah, no.
If you just being nosy and watching, I don't care. As
Looking
long
ass.
as you clicking on it or whatever, you watching it.
Right. Send it in
But-
a group chat. Send it somewhere. If you're just watching, I think people who passively use the internet anyway, I'm like, what does your algorithm look like?
Yeah.
What are you liking? And maybe that's just me being like, I don't know. To see people have a certain amount of views, even though views and stuff don't really matter, and I don't want to sound like a person who's like all consumed by people actually liking things,
Yeah.
but it is interesting to
Oh.
see who's viewing and
And
not
not liking.
engaging.
And I got a hot take. How about this?
Okay.
Since y'all sitting up watching our stuff and not engaging with it, I want y'all to send me something about
Put it
y'all
out.
stuff. Because
Drop the
I would
content.
look at it and read it and not say nothing about it. I promise you.
I'll turn
I
my
promise
read
you.
receipts on just so
I would
you know
never
I saw it.
repost a video, y'all. And you know what? I'm being salty about it because I don't care.
Yeah.
I can
I
say
think
it.
that's one thing that, that's a pet peeve of mine.
That's a
Especially
pet peeve
people
of
you
mine.
think will support you or
Yeah.
people you think like, I know
Yeah.
you. Like, I would support anything you put out because
I
I know you and I know
Yeah.
you probably have the ability to do so. And to see those same people just like looking
being nosy.
it's like, oh, it almost
so
feels like a
weird.
one-sided situation. It's like, dang,
They
I
won't-
might value
they
you a little bit
won't.
more than you value me.
They want you to support them,
Always.
but they don't ever want to show support.
Haters.
Haters.
But you know, haters is such a delicate word because I'm a hater. Sorry.
Okay.
I clock my hater card in every morning. I'm sorry, but I'm a part-time hater. I'm not a full-time
I'm
hater.
a part-time.
I'm a full-time hater?
You
You trying to say I'm a full-time hater?
I'm a part-time hater.
What's the difference in you being part-time, me being full-time? You be sleep. That's why you couldn't be a full-time hater because you be sleep.
Yeah.
No, I think a certain level of hateration in this dancery is necessary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and you know what? I don't care.
No.
At this point, I do not care. I don't care if we get 0 likes or 0 views.
Because I'm having a great time.
I'm having a great time, and I'm not doing it for y'all.
Period. We're doing it for ourselves.
Yeah.
And that in the
And that
universe
is the
is
goal.
enough.
And that's how that's why we started it, because we want the archive of our life. So
should we have named the podcast Art? No. That sounds like a soap opera.
archives of my
life.
own.
What?
If you know, you know.
What?
Archive AO3 archive our own
I don't know what you're saying.
fan fiction.
Oh, yeah, I'm not a fan fiction girl. Fan fiction girl. I feel like we've been saying the word hot take so much. Do you have any other hot takes? What have I been saying in my hot takes? I don't know. I have a hot take when people mispronounce my name. Or at least like don't.
You know
Not
what
a hot take, I mean a pet peeve.
You know what a funny pet peeve is?
What?
But I just play into it. People call me your name all the time.
Really?
And now I just got like I get used to it, and I turn around every time somebody
Like
say
in
it.
public?
Yeah, not a lot of people, but some people do. Like they just see me, and then they just say your name, and they be like, "Oh, that's loud."
That's crazy.
And
some people think we really look alike, though. Poll, do y'all think we look alike?
No, we don't.
I think it's here.
Yeah.
I think we have like high cheekbones, but I don't think we look alike. Now I'm just staring at you, and no,
we do not.
We do not look alike.
And I don't hate when people say that. I mean, of course,
I'm always just
alike.
like, how?
Of course, we don't look alike, but we favor.
We look like cousins.
We look like sisters.
No, I think we look like cousins.
No, we look like sisters.
You think?
No.
We look like cousins. Yeah, we look like we could be related. Like if people didn't know us, I wonder if they would be like, they're related. That we'd be related, but we would be siblings.
We've been somewhere and somebody has said that.
Huh. I mean, you think you look more like mama or me?
Like mama?
I'm saying, like, you think you look like more of mama than I do?
Yes. Because people say I look like mama's mama. Our grandma.
Well, yes, that is 100% true. And I know I look like my daddy. For the people that know my daddy,
but
I know
people
I'm not
just
saying
say
I don't look
she
like
look like daddy because she dark skinned.
That's the
you
root of it.
You look like mama.
I think the older I get, I look like our mama.
Your face is mama.
I think I'm turning into our mom.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will 100% be her.
Like y'all baby pictures and stuff.
Yeah, and that's why when people are like, "Oh, you look just like your dad," I do.
Yeah, because she dark skinned.
But like,
your facial
I favor
features are mama.
100%. I hope I give birth to a child that looks just like me. That and just terrorize the world. Don't say that. Mila's convinced my first kid will look like her.
Yeah.
I don't know how I feel about
that. And
act
like me.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, ain't no way. And then when I have a kid, it's going to look like you.
And act like me?
And act like you.
I think you would have a harder problem, like a harder grip on that than I would.
Yes.
Like, I'd be fine with that. I mean, because I've known you your whole life.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the same thing.
I'll be fine with it.
But if you had to raise a baby me,
I would go insane.
Nah.
Ooh.
You would.
But I just feel like we can't get away from each other. So we going to have to be tied to each other some way. So I feel like our kids going to be carbon copies.
One day you going to hold my hand on this podcast.
Our kids going to be carbon copies of each other.
Oh my God. And it just be like the four of us. Just, people would hate us in my Tahoe. Blacked out, black rims.
Yeah. How many kids you want?
3. I think I would want 2 daughters first, and then a son and a boy, because I would baby the shit out of him.
Yeah.
Not like in a way to where he would be like, like what's the word I'm trying to say? Like so dependent on me or like an extreme mama's boy, but like
be the baby boy,
and he would be an outstanding man.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like
yeah. Okay,
that'd be my boy.
I got a question.
Yeah.
Since mama is a Chantel, you a Chantel, your first daughter gonna be a Chantel?
Like give my
middle name,
my daughter mine and mama's middle name?
You have to. Your firstborn, you have to.
My first one?
Because
I don't know.
Firstborn.
I mean, duh. But like, I don't know. It just would depend on how it sounds.
Think you will.
I don't think I will. I've honestly never thought about it.
That's such a millennial
thing to do. Like, yeah. And not to say like the name Chantel's ugly. I love my middle name. However, I don't think I would give it to my daughter. I say I won't change my last name because I really, really, really would prefer not to change my last name. However, life is long. I may meet somebody. They may have a cool ass last name, and I'd be like, okay, whatever. I'd hyphenate it. I would give my kid, girl or boy, the first name Branch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, my second one's going to have my middle name. I'm not going to say the first name, but.
Yeah. I don't know. I go back and forth with like the style of name because I love super, super unique names. They're like silly and kind of fun. But then I'm like, these are cute until you're like in your 30s and 40s. Like some names don't age well.
And I like how my name is basically a one name.
Mm-hmm.
So I like names like that.
Yeah. When
Milo
were we
Shay.
talking about this? Like our name, how names are just a sign of times. You know what I'm saying? Like you told me my name was a very
Yeah.
like showing of the 90s. Like I was born in the 90s. And I know a lot of Aaliyahs that spell it a lot of different ways. I've never met anybody who spells their name like mine. And I've never met two Aaliyahs that spell their name the same outside of like the conventional way to spell
And
Aaliyah.
it's crazy because you a cusper, and I feel like Gen Z is LYA. You know what I'm saying? Like Lila, Mila, Kyla, like stuff like that. Like short names.
So it's a little mixture.
Yeah.
I feel that.
That's kind of funny.
I feel that for sure. I don't know. I think your name is just so Southern because you prefer
Shay.
Exactly. Mala, you more identify with your first and middle name, and I feel like I identify with my first and last name
because people around here call me that.
Yeah. At what point are you just gonna? Would you ever start introducing yourself as Mala Shay and not just Mala?
No.
Really?
No.
Like not even at older age.
I'd be too grown for that. Too grown to be saying.
Imagine being like 65. They'd be like, Miss Mala Shay.
That's kind of cute.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like,
but no.
Mm-mm. That's crazy. I wish I had a double name sometimes because I just
now
think it's a cool
if I
thing.
got married and changed my name,
you would just go by Mala Shay.
Yeah, my first name would be Mala Shay. My middle name be Branch, so I can keep all my names.
Okay.
Yeah,
I feel that. I think if I do change my last name, I'll drop my middle name. And just
I can't drop my middle name.
And just be AB whatever.
And my signature is just
Mala Shay. Exactly. That's why I was like
when I write my name.
Would you ever start introducing yourself that way? Maybe.
We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll see. Mala Shay.
Mala Shay Branch, baby. Boot scooting and boogieing. Every episode, people will text me and say, "You sound so country," and I'm like, "Yeah, Mala just sounds like a wet boot."
Yeah, and that's just how it is.
That's just how it is. My accent used to be so much thicker until I moved away. People will see me now, like in the gas station. They'll be like, "Where are you from?" And I'm like, "Here." "Well, you don't look or sound like you're from here." And I'm like, "Well, bitch, I told you I was from here. What you want me to say now?"
But I don't think I don't want to lose my accent. I like my accent.
I don't think you will. You're kind of too far along in life at this point.
But I'm just saying, I like sounding
It's that
country.
thick ass tongue.
Yeah.
Mine has the biggest tongue I've ever seen in my life. It kind of makes me uncomfortable.
It's true.
It's true.
I'm not going to show y'all, but
yeah, no, please don't stick your tongue out on this episode. I will fall out and it'll just be over.
When I was in school and stuff, my like teachers and stuff be like, "You are the lowest person in the class, but I can hear you over everybody."
Oh, like, saying like you have a deep voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, you project well.
My voice projects, I guess.
Yeah, I've always had a bit of a high pitched situation going on. Yeah. And I've always been a fast talker. Yeah. Oh, and don't let me get up and start public speaking, baby. I'm giving it to you like this real fast because I'm trying to hurry up and be done.
Now, if I go on a tangent, I talk fast, but sometimes I talk too fast for my mouth. And like,
you get tongue tied.
I be stumbling over my words. It's my tongue. Y'all. I can't.
You need to open your mouth more when you speak.
But I can't. That's what I'm saying. Like, my mouth
There's
is
nothing
open.
else you can do there.
My mouth is open. That's why when we started this podcast, I was like, why y'all didn't tell me I had a speech impediment? I was like, y'all went all my life and nobody told me I had a speech impediment.
You don't have a speech impediment.
I have a list.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
Your tongue doesn't come to the front of your mouth. But it just spills on the side.
I have a list. You can't say I don't have a list.
I'm screaming.
Because I do. And I'm sure everybody that listens think that anyway.
Now everybody's going to go back and like rewind the episode to hear you talk a little bit more. I don't think it's that bad. I think it's just maybe you notice it more than other people. Mm-hmm. People aren't thinking about you as much as you're thinking about yourself, Mila.
Anyways.
Take that with ya.
I got a list. I don't care about what other people say, obviously, but
clearly.
I was just like, why they let me go
this long without anybody telling you?
Yeah.
Well, it's because we didn't notice either. You just sound like Mila.
Yeah. I just started talking last year, to be honest.
Dead ass. Mila used to not talk at all. specifically to men, you are not like, we have like some of our cousins like truly believe that Mala did not like them up until like 3 or 4 years ago.
I didn't like anybody till about 3
really
4 years
didn't.
ago.
I feel like we just like, I don't know. We've always been close, but we got closer.
Yeah.
I don't know. Because even when I left off for college, we would convince our parents to bring Mala halfway to my college, and I would drive halfway, pick her up, and she just ball out at UGA with the girls. Like, she was like 21 years old, but she was good in 17. We were chilling.
And maybe it's because I don't know what it was.
You have, like I said last week, you always are just a bit more mature for your age. And again, because I think we grew up with older cousins.
People don't be talking about stuff I want to be talking about. And I am
people
not
don't have interest like you do. I'll say that. A lot of people don't have strong interest.
Interesting to me. So if you're not interesting to me,
you're not interested.
Yeah.
Come on.
If
you're
you
not
can't
interesting,
have a
I'm not
conversation,
interested.
don't talk to me.
No,
if you just sitting there talking about stupid stuff, well, not stupid stuff.
I know, because that's so like a personal opinion on what you consider stupid stuff. I don't know.
If you don't have an active imagination and actually read and actually look into stuff and curious about stuff, don't talk to
digest things and have an actual opinion, not something
if
you saw
you
on
just
Twitter.
Sit around and talk about folks, do not talk to me.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a goss, but with the girls, but I'm not gonna go in just any social situation and start gossiping.
We gossip, of course, but get a hobby.
Get a hobby. Get a life.
Get a life.
Don't be a full-time hater.
Don't be a
part-time hater.
Yeah,
that's the name of the episode.
That's an ick for me.
Yeah,
people that just gather just to talk about folks. I'm like, what you seen crazy on the internet this week? Why are you talking about
Let's talk about what we saw on TV last night.
Yeah.
Like, whatever. Life is bad enough. Let's talk about something silly.
Work your brain a little bit.
Exercise those thoughts. Work it out.
Yeah, people think people should read more. They ain't in school and stuff that they don't need to learn. A lot of y'all need to learn. I'm going to tell y'all that right now.
At least
if you still use Facebook as your primary app, you need to learn a lot. And that's
she
just
said that.
Tea.
And she said that. And I don't really have anything else to add to it, because I fully agree. People who use Facebook or even using Twitter as your main news source, you gotta find the real sources, guys, and get the real information.
I get on Facebook 10 seconds and close it because I be like, that's
this
so
too much.
Stupid.
Yeah,
like what much. I put on my close friends. Somebody reposted something and it was like Santa. They trying to make Santa gender neutral. Yeah. My kid's gonna raise up. He a man. I'm like, what they said?
I don't know.
It was like, the real Santa is not gender neutral or whatever. And I was like, good thing he ain't
real.
Like, why does it matter what other people doing for their kids? If you don't want it, just don't do it with your kids.
Or just position it however you want to position it. You don't need to know about it.
Yeah.
Kind of like The Little Mermaid, when everybody was so mad that The Little Mermaid was black. Like,
why
mermaids
does it
are
matter?
real.
Why does
or
it
like
matter?
Ariel herself was a real person.
Yeah.
Guys.
And like,
get a grip.
Starfire and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they always say, what is it, ginger side? They always replace a ginger with a black person. And guess what? And so what?
Black people love redhead.
I love red-headed black people.
Yeah,
so I do not care.
Yeah, no, I love red hair.
Yeah.
But yeah. I actually have to go to work, guys. I keep looking at my watch and I'm like, okay, it's actually time for me to start work. We really got on a tangent today.
Yeah, my hands are
But this
freezing.
is a good one. I know I am kind of cold as well. But do you have any final thoughts before we wrap her up?
Final thoughts. I'm here.
She's here.
I'm here.
We're gonna have a good day. It's your last off day.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go play with the dogs. Well, I'm not gonna go play with the dogs. I'm gonna go work. But yeah, that concludes yet another episode of Two Girls, One Branch. Who knows what we've been talking about the past 55 minutes. If you made it this far, love ya. And if you love this, come back next Monday and check us out right here. But until then, catch us on TikTok and Instagram, and go back and rewatch old episodes on YouTube, all at Two Girls, One Branch, the number 2, the number 1, or we're starting to get more in our TikTok bag as well. So follow us individually at Aaliyah, AHLYA Branch, and Mila.
Instagram MYLA _BRANCH Mila Branch. TikTok, I don't know my TikTok username, but I'm
just
sure
look up her name. Yeah, it'll all come up.
Yeah.
In the meantime, do not forget to say excuse me when you are in people's personal bubble, because you will run across someone like me who will tell you about yourself. Okay? All right, y'all. But be nice to people on Beyonce's internet. I'm going to say it aggressively this time. Bye, Beyonce. We love ya.